When you get to the mountain, you will see a cross.
Metal cross.
A metal cross. That cross was erected by the German missionaries.
Okay.
Some metals were embedded in the cross that were unknown to the community. They were communicating with their people in Misawe, in Togo, and in Germany and other parts of the country.
Okay. So
around.
But it was also an antenna.
Yes, it was an antenna embedded in the cross.
Okay.
So it was behind the cross. So we saw it as metals until the GBC mast that you can see up there.
This one?
Yes,
okay.
That was erected. Then there was some interference with the frequency.
Okay.
Then they got to realize that no, there is something in the cross that is interfering.
Yeah,
that is interfering with the signals.
Hi, welcome to the Amejofe is the highest settlement, like human settlement in Ghana, and today I'm here in the Volta region, and the area, the air, right on the air I'm breathing. You will not get this in Accra, I tell you. The air is so pure, and everything here has a panoramic view, and it's so marvelous. Okay, so today I'm here in Amejofe, and I'm going to meet a native of this town, and he's going to take us through this town, to the site, to the people, and everything important that you should know. So I'm meeting Mr. Robert today. He's here waiting for me.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Robert. Wow.
Happy to meet you.
Happy to meet you too.
This is Amejofe.
Okay.
And we are glad to have you here.
Wow.
Yes.
I'm also Chuma. I'm from Black Ivory Tours.
Okay.
So a lot of people want to travel around, and we just want to tell them what is happening or what is here and there, what is awaiting them or what they are missing out. So today, as we've seen it, we hope that you are going to say a lot of marvelous things about this particular town.
Sure.
Okay, sure.
Sure.
So where do we go first?
I want to walk through the mountain.
Okay.
We can have some discussions on it.
Okay, let's go. Oh. The mountain looks dry. What happened?
Yes, we had some bush burning.
Okay.
That started from the valley, and it suddenly caught up with us.
Okay.
So we realized that part of it got burnt. Okay. It's left with part of it. So that's what you can see now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell us about this mountain.
Oh, okay. So this is Mount Gemi, and it's the second highest mountain in Ghana.
Okay.
But its location makes it the highest mountain in Ghana, in that it is located on the highest human habitat in Ghana. That is 2,400 feet above sea level.
That's very high.
And the mountain itself is about 68 meters.
Okay.
So if it is located on a platform of 2,400 feet, adding the 68 meters makes it the highest location in Ghana.
Okay.
So when you look at its location and where the highest mountain is located, you realize that this one is way higher above the highest mountain.
Good to know.
So this is not just about the height, but it's also a historical monument. Historical monument in such that in 1868, there was this war between the Eves and the Ashantis.
Okay.
And this war went on when the Ashantis wanted to conquer the Eves and colonize them. It was a very stiff war that got about 3 years in fights.
Okay.
And the whole of the Evedome have to seek refuge on this mountain here.
Okay.
And then they were pursued by the Ashantis. And then the Ashantis passed through the valley. And then our people were on the mountain. They managed to put them at a stiff corner.
Okay.
Where they couldn't do anything about anything
I
again.
can imagine what they would drop on them.
And then the stones were rolled and made sure that at least a number of them and some of their leaders were captured, some were killed, and then some of their things taken away. So when you hear in history that the Ashantis never conquered the Avis, this was their last stop.
Wow.
Where we stopped them, and then they got to realize that there are people who are critical thinkers, who are strategic, and who also have the power to fight and conquer. Yeah, so that makes it historic.
Okay.
But that is not the only event that
Another
took
one.
place here.
Okay.
When you get to the mountain, you see a cross.
Metal cross.
A metal cross.
With a black, red, gold, green beneath.
Yeah. That cross was erected by the German missionaries.
Okay.
When they were observing their 50th anniversary in Amejope here in 1939.
Okay.
So when they were observing the 50th anniversary in 1939, they were 50 years.
Wow.
So you could imagine how long they came here in the 18th. So that cross was erected to establish their presence in the community.
Wow.
And to also tell about their objective of coming, that is bringing the Bible to the people and the message of Christ to the people.
Wow.
And that was not all. They were also using that as a means of communication.
Okay.
Some metals were embedded in the cross that were known to the community. They were communicating with their people in Misawe, in Togo, and in Germany, and other parts of the country.
Okay.
So
how are they using the metal to communicate?
Yeah, so it's like they have their communication gadgets
So
around.
Like,
but
it was also an antenna.
Yes, it was an antenna embedded in the cross.
Okay.
So it was behind the cross. So we saw it as metals.
Okay.
So until the mast, the GBC mast that you can see up there.
This one?
Yes.
Okay.
That was erected. Then there was some interference with the frequency.
Okay.
Then they got to realize that no, there is something in the cross that is interfering.
From here. Okay.
That is interfering
with
the signals.
Okay.
So they have to come and disconnect it to enable that one function very well.
Wow.
Before we got to know that they were using it also as a means of communication.
So before then, people thought it was just a cross.
It was just a cross. We were seeing Christ and we were going to pray.
Wow.
That's all we are aware of.
Okay.
So you realize that is another historical monument.
Wow.
For which the mountain is there.
Okay.
So whenever you climbing the mountain, it's not just for the hiking purposes, but just to also be part of that historical period.
Okay.
To witness for yourself
some
of the things that the ancient people witnessed at that point.
Wow.
So you see that a lot of religious groups come here. They come here to do their fasting. They come here to do their crusades.
Okay.
They want quiet place to have their own time. They come and do it here.
Okay.
And I can bet you, just as the height is, you can imagine how close we are to God.
Wow.
And your prayers will not travel far at all.
Hold on. And your prayers will not travel far?
At all, you will not struggle for your prayers to reach Christ.
Okay.
Because we are closer.
Closer.
Yes.
By virtue of physical location.
Yes.
All right.
You can see when the weather is clear, you can see as far as the Lake Volta behind there.
Okay. So
yes.
Where's the Lake Volta?
That's behind those mountains.
Behind this mountain?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the Lake Volta.
That's the Lake Volta.
Yes.
Maybe I should stand here and see if I could Get it. And I like how the road is. It's just moving.
Yeah.
You know, I like the way it looks just from.
Yeah, so that's the Eastern Corridor Road.
Yeah.
That connects the Volta to the northern part of the country.
Oh.
Yes. So
Wow.
you move from here to Hohwe, to KGB, to Nkwanta, Jasikan, Nkwanta, then you go to Damango.
I just love another thing, the way the clouds feel near.
Yeah, you see this, the location or the place is also described as a city in the clouds.
Okay.
The city in the clouds. And actually when you come here during the raining period, you will just love it.
You know, this morning when we woke up, we were up on the mountain. That's why it's like when we woke up, you could feel the clouds moving around you.
Yeah.
And the feeling was so like,
you know, and during the raining period, we have foggy time. Foggy time. When it is time for foggy period, it's like you can't even see beyond 20 meters.
Oh.
The whole place becomes so foggy. And within 30 minutes, you can see varied weather conditions. The rays will start to fall. Then suddenly you see the sun shining.
Oh.
Then the drizzling will come. Then the fog will come all over.
Within
you can't
30
see
minutes.
anything. And you see in the hot afternoon around 12, you see the cocks crowing. Because they thought it was late night. And sometimes 3 days you can't even see the sunshine.
Wow.
You wash and the things will not get dry.
Wow.
That is how serious the place is.
Beautiful.
And that's how nice it is.
Okay.
So you could climb up there. You can see as far as the Togoland.
Togoland.
So the mountain Agu.
Mountain Agu.
You can view it from the mountain. You can see the mountain Afaja down there. And then you can also see as far as the Volta Lake.
The Volta Lake.
Yes. So that is what this place offers. And you know, when you come here and the sun even shines, you hardly get sweat because the breeze.
The way the sun is right now, it's like as you are getting.
It's not the scorchy type.
As you are sweating, it's been dry.
Yeah. So the breeze will just be blowing and you don't feel the heat so much.
Wow.
That is what this place offers.
Okay.
And that is the experience people will have to come and see for themselves.
Okay. So what's the best time to come to this area? If someone wants to experience the clouds or the 5 weathers or so within some 30 minutes, what's the best time?
The raining period that we have is within June, July, August. That's for that
That's
one.
like the best time.
The best time you come and Charlie. When you get the places, this place.
Mention them again.
June, July, August.
Guys, if you are watching, you see, pin this on your calendar. June, July, August. I think we'll do about 1, 2, 3, 4 trips. 2 trips each month. June, July, August. So that will be like 6 trips to this area just to have a feel of this. You don't know what I felt this morning when I woke up. You have no idea.
So that is an interesting time to be here.
Wow.
Because you will really experience the weather itself.
What about the people in the community?
You know, this is, you know, the community itself, we are Guans.
Guans.
We are in Volta region.
But we are not Ewes.
We are not Ewes.
You are Guans.
We are Guans.
In the Volta region.
In the Volta region.
Like Lesotho in South Africa.
Yes.
Okay.
We migrated in Ghana from Mahanta.
I have a question to ask. Before you even continue, I have a question to ask. Why is it that Lesotho in South Africa, they're also in the mountains, and then whatever story surrounding them, and the Guans too here, you're also in the mountains, surrounded by Ewes. Do you have anything in common with the people of Lesotho?
Oh, you know, normally warriors. Warriors will always want to be at strategic locations.
Okay.
Where they can easily see the people pursuing them and take advantage of them.
Okay.
Our people migrated from the western region.
Western region.
Yeah, Ahanta.
Ahanta.
In the Western
Okay.
region. That is where we migrated from.
Okay.
And then moved through to the Greater Accra.
Greater Accra.
We settled there. So me like this, my grandfather is called Nate.
Nate.
Yes. Okay. So my great grandfather lived there.
Okay.
In the Greater Accra. That's the Nigo area.
So
he has children Tete,
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 Te, Na,
Kwete,
Nate,
Nate,
Kojo Donko.
Kojo Donko.
Those were the names that he gave to the children.
Okay.
So my grandfather was Nate.
Nate.
That's it.
Wow.
So migrated from there. They wanted to settle, but you know, everywhere they reached, people had already settled there. So there was
and
an option.
And
yes,
also very
an option is that look, you either conquer the people and take over the place, or you have to leave.
Okay.
So when we stay with them, we try to fight them for some time. We saw that some were too tough for us. They can't give us a chance. Then our parents have to move on.
Okay.
Until they got to this place, and there were people also here.
Okay.
There were giants. Giants. We call them Baya.
Baya. There were giants called
giants who were already here before we came.
Okay.
In fact, people have to put up with them and strategically take advantage of them. It wasn't easy to fight them. They did as much as they can, and because they were also giants and very strong, they killed a lot of our ancestors.
Okay.
So it came to a point that it was an agreement that look, they want to smoke a peace pipe. So it's like our ancestors didn't have any choice than go into an agreement with them that they want to smoke a peace pipe.
Okay.
To live together. With them.
Okay.
And traditionally.
But were those people Ewes?
They were not.
So what were they?
So the language we speak, most of it came from them.
So the language you speak, is it Guan or?
Yes, it's Guan.
Okay.
It's Guan.
So
in our language we call it Sia.
Sia. Okay.
So in a hunter, for them, some of them are also Guans, they are Akans.
Okay.
So most of our traditions are Akan.
Akan, okay.
We don't do every traditions.
Okay.
Most of our songs, traditional songs.
Okay. Can you sing one of the traditional songs?
Okay. We have Omani bro, Omani grow, yeah, 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 yeah. Omani grow, yeah, 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 yeah. Wara tumiara manimbra, wara tumiara manimbra, yeah. Asanti dodo, dodombra. Asanti dodo, akwamu dodo, asanti dodo, akwamu dodo, dodombra. So that's one of our warrior songs.
Okay.
It was part of the conquering songs that we have. The Asanti dodo and the akwamu. We fought with akwamus too, and we fought with the Asantis. So we conquered them.
Wow.
So it was some of the victory songs that accompany our Asafo dance. Okay. So for us, when they were located, when they were negotiating, our ancestors had a plan of negotiation. You know, for a peace pipe to be smoked, there should be traditional offers.
Okay.
And drinks are automatic. That look, if we want to smoke a peace pipe, you have to bring some drinks from your side. We also bring some drinks for our side. Then we exchange the drinks as a form of bond. Okay. So, but customarily, when you are offering drinks to somebody, you have to taste it first. So, my ancestors,
see some strategy happen.
My ancestors by then use what we call ocha.
Ocha.
Ocha, that is a poisonous fruit.
Okay.
Then that was put into the drink. Then they brought theirs. Once somebody has to taste that drink, it means somebody has to sacrifice him or herself. Because you know automatically when you consume that,
you've consumed ocha.
Ocha, and you have to die.
You die.
So
and the people were going to drink.
Yes. So who is going to taste it before we offer it to the people? One of our elders decided that, look, he has had enough. And if this is what is going to give freedom to his people, why not?
Why not? Wow.
For the generations to survive,
Wow.
he's ready to die.
So he took the ocha.
So he came, they offered the drink, and they brought him. He was the most elderly person. He took it, he sat with the people, they took him back to the room. And then they offered it to the buyers that we came and met here. So they also took it away. They went and drank it, and the consequences you could imagine. Whilst we also mourn our elder.
I hope you never tried to even drink their drinks.
No, for us, we know the strategy we are playing. So we didn't even consume theirs. We only took it because we knew what we have done. So we don't want to face similar things. So they died and their numbers reduced. So our people took advantage of the rest who were there, conquered them, and then they took over the land. The land that we can see today, that we can call ours.
Wow.
That is why you come to this place. Though we live within the Ibis, we are not Ibis.
Okay. So apart from Amajofe here, do you have a place that your tribe men are also apart from this?
Yes, so we have Avatime. Avatime has 7 communities.
Okay.
So we have Amajofe. Then we have
Vane.
We have Jogbefeme. Then we have Biakpa. Then we have Bajeme. Then we have Fume. And we have Jokwe. So these are the 7 traditional towns of Avatime. Yes.
Okay.
The Avatime traditional area.
Okay. And are they all Guans?
Yes, they are all Guans.
Wow.
We all speak the same.
So Avatime traditional area is full of Guans.
Yes.
Wow, good to know.
So we are all Guans.
So would you like to take us through the town so that we see how the town is?
Oh, why not? Why not?
Okay.
I'll be happy to take you through.
Yeah.
It has lower fall.
And then upper fall.
So the upper fall is here.
Finally, we are here at the Ote Waterfalls. And it was an adrenaline to descend down. You know, at a point my feet was shaking because it's so steep.
Yeah, it's an interesting location.
Yeah.
You got to descend about 259 stairs.
Okay.
To this location.
Yeah.
And like you can see, this is one of the simplest but the most interesting walkways that you can have in the country.
Okay.
So when you come here for life experience. I could tell you that by the time you're done with this, you'd have burned some calories that could make you more fit.
Oh, I am.
You could also endure the height. That those who are high phobias will realize that no, after this, any height they climb is more simpler.
Okay.
And you know, the environment alone, the nature, the conservation.
I think for me, when we're coming, one thing for me was the view.
Yeah.
Like to see the canopy of trees.
Yeah.
About thousands of feet below you.
Yeah.
And you are just descending. It was so nice and beautiful.
As if you are going to fall on them.
You see.
Whilst you still hang in the
I didn't start
air.
feeling like I'll fall on them because that one I cannot play that. But it's very
but
beautiful.
It's a nice
It's
experience.
a nice view. The view alone is nice, and it's sad that we are in the dry season and the
fall largely depends on streams, and the dry season during that period we have scarcity of water.
Okay.
So, but when you come here, June, July, I guess you have showers of blessing. where the fall will be flowing
in its
and
majestic glory.
sprinkling the particles on you.
Okay, so is at the same time that you are supposed to have the foggy feel?
Sure.
Okay. So
And
this year, June,
July, August, September.
Oh, please
Those
watch
are
out!
the
Watch out for black
most
ivory
interesting
tours.
times
And just be,
you
just
have to
subscribe and
bid with
follow.
us.
Okay.
And you no regret coming at all.
Okay.
You no regret.
We look
coming
forward
at
to it.
all. You no regret.
We look forward to it. If someone wants to camp here, is it allowed?
Oh, sure.
Because we would like
people
to
come here with tents and things, and then you just inform the authorities. They will give you some protection.
Oh. That is beautiful down there.
Yeah.
What kind of animals can you find down there?
Oh, the other time we had an African python.
Python?
Yeah.
Okay.
African python. That was measured, I think, about 21 feet.
Wow. That's good.
It fell from the top here.
Okay.
And landed in the wall.
And died?
Oh. So by the time we came, it couldn't survive.
Wow.
So,
what of monkeys?
Yeah, so we had monkeys down in the valley where we have some banana orchards. Yeah, I think you feel it.
I'm feeling it.
You could imagine having gone through this. Amu is still struggling.
Don't raise the camera too high. Oh.
So when
Amu, don't raise the camera too high. Oh.
So when it's raining, you could imagine how long the water flows from the top here and flows down here. Very beautiful scene that we normally have. Yeah. How are you feeling? Abu doesn't want to look around. He doesn't want to look around. A journey of no return. You have to continue. When people are coming and they reach here, it's as if they want to remain here. And we tell them this is not the end.
When I step on small, I nearly return.
You know what?
When I started coming there, like about 5 or 3 walks in there, I see the thing. No. And they said, no, you have to go on. Then I move on.
I want to
go back home.
Right. Somebody is crying for you. Amu said you should cry your own cry.
No problem.
This dance, dear, is it the Palogo or the Agbaja or the Bobobo dance?
George, I could feel your feet. Where is Amu?
Is George following? Amu, are you coming? Is Amu coming?
Amu.
This too shall pass. Oh. Yeah. We're here in Gemi.
It's easy climbing than descending.
Are you dying? Are you dying? Come on.
Please, next time, if you come here and you are climbing, take your time to climb. If not, you end up like me. Don't be that guy to think that you can run, you can move faster. It's not like that. When you are climbing the stairs, you have to take your time. Take your time and save your energy, your breath, so that I don't end up like me.